STP building on the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. It is day 2. And look at this. We've got Ulli Haslacher from Pour Moi Climate Smart
Hi,
Skincare
Ulli.
joining
So good
us
to
at
see
the
you.
fair. It's so nice to see you. Okay, this is yours. We're so happy that you're
Great
here.
to see you again.
We're on a humid day. Of course, when we talk climate smart skincare, we're talking about how the weather and the environment impacts your skin. And there's no place that we talk more about the weather.
And right here, right now, at the State Fair, you
Yes.
feel the weather happening to your skin.
Come from the desert, so it feels great to me.
Oh, sure. You love
it's
this
so
humid.
dry
Yeah.
in Las Vegas right now.
Right.
That's where I come
It's
from.
humid here, though. Okay, so when you come out to the fair, which you've been doing for the past several years, everybody wants to see your famous hands in person, right? So
Yes.
remind everybody about your hands. Let's show. You can show them to Mark right there. We can
Okay,
see
hold
them.
on.
Yep, we'll show, and I'll carry this.
Hands are my proof. And so actually, a few years ago, so this is the young hand and this is the old hand. It was actually when I was getting my patent for our climate adaptive system where you rotate the creams as by the weather. He was suggesting that I use the creams on one hand and not on the other hand. And I had to sign an affidavit, and he called it a living prototype.
Oh, wow.
So, Steve, these are not just hands. These are
These
prototype
are prototypes.
hands.
I got to ask you,
Exactly.
Ulli, is there ever a moment, though, like you've proven the point, it's amazing the side-by-side. Are you ever thinking, boy, I'd like to start moisturizing that other hand?
Oh, I do in between, because by now, years later, it's so significant. It looks like 30 years different. But, it's the most honest way to show everybody what results you get when you align your skincare with the climate you live in,
Yes.
because that's how your skin
A
works.
living
Crazy.
prototype.
I know,
love
the living
that.
prototype. Okay, so we thought we would have a little bit of fun with this, and we're going to put Steve to the test, okay? Steve, we're just going to give you a shot to really kill it in this
Thank you.
game,
Let's
all
go.
right?
It's
All right.
me versus me in
Yeah,
this game?
it's you versus
Great.
you. Okay, so what we're going to do, everybody, you all can help Steve out, too, because he might want a little bit of input from the crowd.
Yes, indeed.
So what we're going to do is we've got 3 different sets of fair foods, okay? Now, they're similar, but they're different. And one of them debuted earlier, is older at the fair.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them debuted later, and so it's younger at the fair. And so
Gotcha.
of these pairs, you are going to have to guess which food item is younger at the fair, and then Ulli will show us by using her hands. This is how we tie it all together, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, so Ulli, you've got the first one, and it relates to what's right in front of you, Steve, okay? So the question is, which was available at the Minnesota State Fair second? So the younger item. Is it the corn dog or is it the Pronto Pup? And look how we labeled that with Sharpie on those paper towels.
Clearly the budget is booming
It is
here.
booming,
I'm loving
yeah.
what I'm seeing. I go back and forth. I don't have a real good gut on this. Corn dog has a more basic name.
Yes.
So it feels like it would be older. But I got a feeling Pronto Pup, I feel like we've done stories on them before, and that is the OG. So I'm going to give the young hand to the corn dog. Show me young
corn
hand to the
dog.
corn dog.
All right, what do you think?
This is my old hand. I give the old hand to the corn dog because Pronto sounds, or the Pronto to the old.
Okay.
Because it's a dinosaur name.
Okay.
I agree.
So maybe it's a dinosaur, here.
It could be older.
Being longer here.
You guys, the Pronto Pup was introduced at the State Fair in 1947. The corn dog is much younger because
Is
it's
it
been
really?
sold at the fair since the 1960s. It was likely invented in 1942 in Texas, but we're talking about debuts at the Minnesota State Fair. So the Pronto Pup is older, the corn dog is younger.
And that means I got a point, Elizabeth.
That
In my
counts.
scoring system,
Yeah,
that counts
that
for a
And
point.
I got one,
You
too.
got a point, too. we took different paths to get there, and here we are, 1-1.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh,
great.
I love it. Okay, you guys ready for this next one?
Ready.
Which has been sold at the fair for less years? So which one is younger? Tom Thumb Donuts or Sweet Martha's Cookies?
Man.
Okay.
You know what? I mean, ever since I moved here in 2014, I've only heard of Sweet Martha's and about them being a staple for a long time. Tom Thumb has kind of an old name to it, though, as well. I'm going to go, the Young Hand award goes to Sweet Martha's Cookies.
Okay, what are you
for
going to
me.
go with, Ulli?
I do agree. Cookies sound like that you gotta have to have the first day when you open the fair.
Okay, you guys agree?
You know, like forever.
I like it. We have two very different ways of getting
very
to
different
our
strategies.
answers, very
Yes.
different strategies.
Fascinating.
Were we right? Is Sweet Martha's the younger?
You guys are right.
Yes.
Sweet Martha's cookies
Yes.
are younger at the fair. They were first sold at the fair in 1985.
Wow, okay.
Tom Thumb donuts date back to the Minnesota State Fair in 1949. Fun fact, they were
Whoa.
invented and introduced at the Minnesota State Fair
Oh,
in
how about that?
1949.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine how excited people were about them?
When was the first fair? Is that too much to
How
ask?
dare you,
Yeah,
Ulli.
please don't ever ask us that
We just
again.
don't know the answer. No one knows. What
But
is
it
time?
must be
It's
before
it's
47.
Many, many
wow.
moons.
Someone knows.
Yeah.
Many
I'm saying
moons
early
ago.
1900s.
Yeah, early 1900s. Okay. Now we've got the last one,
1930.
everybody. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Which one of these foods debuted second at the fair? So which one is younger? Is it the cheese curds? Oh, I love those cheese curds.
Cheese curds are great.
Or is it the fresh French fries? Also so delicious. This is going to be a tricky one.
Yeah,
French
this is
fries
challenging.
and cheese curds. Which one is younger?
Both of these have been around for a long time in the world of just general food and cuisine. That being said, I'm going to take Ulli's strategy here. It says fresh French fry. To me, fresh sounds young. I'm going to give the young hand to the fresh French fry. That's
Okay.
my vote. How about
Ulli,
you,
what are you
Ulli?
going with?
Well, I think French fries are around forever. So I give it to the cheese curds, the younger hand, just being more modern.
So listen,
I think.
we're tied. We've been on the same page up to this point. Only
Oh.
one can win now. So you're saying young to the cheese curds. I'm saying young to the fresh cut French fries. Elizabeth has our answer.
The winner is Ulli. It's the mouthtrap
Why
cheese
did you
curds.
say
They
it
are
like
younger at the fair.
That was so harsh of you to just say it so quickly.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Listen, the mouthtrap cheese curds were sold at the fair starting in the 1980s. The fresh French fries made its debut at the fair in 1973. Okay, listen,
Wow.
you guys, Ulli wins, but I think you did a great showing.
Thank
we
you.
all win because we all have great fair food, and
Yes.
we're getting a great special fair offer from Pour Moi Climate Smart Skincare. This is all of the day creams you need for the rest of the year in Minnesota.
Yes, and our smoke alarm drops to add it in when, the sky is filled with smoke or pollution.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So when
Which
you
feels like every other week this summer with all the
Yeah,
wildfires
it's so sad.
and all.
Yeah.
We've all
But it's
felt
very
it.
important to protect your skin.
Yes.
As vulnerable as your heart or your lungs, the skin is actually very much on risk as well.
And then remember, you guys, so all you do is just scan the QR code that's on the top of the bottle. It'll tell you which cream that you should use that day, and then you add a drop of the smoke alarm drops if it's smoky outside. And you've got a way to figure out if you need those too. There's another QR code.
Yeah, so you never have to guess. Most of the time it's intuitive weather, but if you feel like, I don't know, do I need them today or not, you don't have to guess. You just
Scan
scan
the QR
it,
code.
and it will tell you immediately your pollution levels and how many drops to put into your moisturizer.
It's so good, Ulli.
So
I
you
will
always
say,
have
I will say,
protected
I've been
skin.
watching Elizabeth on Pour Moi commercials, as we all have.
Yes.
And I've seen your skin, and I've thought, wow, look how great her skin looks.
Thank you, my
And so
friend.
this is another. Could we prototype her face?
Oh my
I
God.
know.
We should prototype it and
A living
affidavit and
prototype.
everything.
This would be very
Yes.
exciting. Very exciting. Ulli, thank you. Let's see those hands one more time, because this is it. When you use Pour Moi daily for years, it makes a huge difference. And we've got a link to buy this kit on TwinCitiesLive.com. And then make sure that you watch Good Morning America on Tuesday, September 2nd. They're getting another big placement on GMA.
Awesome.
And they'll have more great deals from Pour Moi. More fun from the fair right after this.